Confirm to me. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible, guys? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Please respond to me in questions box. All of you respond to me, guys. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Please respond to me in questions box. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Good afternoon, guys. All right, sir. And any of you are new today, then try to take this link. Here in this link only, we are going to provide that everyday classroom notes to you. Right. Unfortunately, last 2 days of time, I have not taken the class. Yeah, the situation was then 2 days before, one day I have taken the class there. On that day, just I suffered from fever. It's okay. Then I thought of it. I'm able to take the class there. All of a sudden, my daughter got fever. She admitted in the hospital. That's why then I went to the hospital. I was stayed at hospital, not because of me, because of my daughter there. Right? That's why not possible to take the classes. Don't worry. The two classes I will cover in the future. No need to worry for it. Okay. Right. So let's move on to the point here. Just what we discussed there in the last session, I think so. Just we understood just overview of this Java, J2EE, and all the content here we started there. And in the last class, just I given core Java, what exactly the content I'm going to discuss with you inside our core Java classes, core Java syllabus I have given. Then before that, I've given what is the meaning of full stack Java, what topics are available inside the full stack Java, all the related parts we understood there clearly. Okay, it's okay then. If you observe this total full stack Java, nearly 14 topics here we are having. Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, Oracle, Basic UI, Angular or React JS, Linux, AWS, DevOps, testing tools, nearly 14 to 15 subjects here we are having there. Inside the full stack Java, where my part is what? The total Java stream I'm going to take for you. The total Java classes, Java related parts here I'm going to take with you. Alright, now inside this full stack Java, core Java is one of the subjects. Inside this core Java, nearly 38 topics here we are going to discuss there. What are the 38 topics now? If you observe this introduction part, steps to prepare first application, language fundamentals, object orientation, wrapper classes, inner classes, packages, string operations, exception handling, multi-threading, IO sims, networking, RMI, arrays, collection framework, generics, internationalization, JVM architecture, garbage collections, reflection API annotations. These two are outdated, totally outdated. Actually, I'm going to remove these two topics there, but still I can provide some video support for you if you are thinking you want to learn something from these two concepts here. Not at all required. Nowadays, nobody is using these two concepts there, but I'll give some at least video support for you. Regular expressions. After that, Java 8 version features, Java 9 versions features, Java 10 version features, and so on and so on and so on. Up to now, Java 20th version features here we are going to understand. Right, so this is the total syllabus what we are going to discuss there about our content. Clear to all of you know? Then after that, we need to start today introduction part here. In that introduction, the very first topic is what the Java history. Then after that, differences between Java and others, Java features, Java naming conventions, Java programming format. These are overall 3 topics which are available in introduction part here. 5 topics we are having there. We need to understand each and every one clearly. Okay. After that, I given some schedule related information also for you. So these classes, 3 to 4:30 classes, I'm going to take up to few days of time only. After that, I'm going to take your classes at what time there? 4:30 to 6 o'clock. Please recognize the change here. Okay. Right. Now let's move on to the punch here. Very first topic is what there? Java history. Java history. All of you observe carefully. This topic is somewhat interesting, but no interviewer will ask questions on this topic. No interviewer will ask these questions. Will ask questions on this topic, and it is not at all much important inside the project development. But it's a quite interesting topic. It's a minimum responsibility for us to know what is the background story of Java programming language before going to start learning of Java programming language. It's a minimum responsibility. Why Java programming language was introduced to the market? Abhi, why Java programming language was introduced to the market? Windows closed. Why Java programming language was introduced? What is its importance? Why Sun Microsystems thought of it to prepare this new programming language? All these many points here we are going to understand clearly. Observe carefully. Windows. Okay. Right, sir. Let's see this one here. I'm going to give some clarity for you. All of you observe carefully. Now tell me, on which year Java programming language was provided? And which year we are having Java programming language? If you think about it, 1996 January 23rd, 1996 January 23rd, officially the first version of the Java was provided to the market. On 1996 Java first version is provided to the market in the sense, before that only Java preparation was started. The Java programming language preparation was started before 1996 only. And which year it was started? If you think about it, I'm giving some clarity to you. Try to understand it. Everybody understand it clearly. In 1991, everybody understand it clearly. In 1991, Sun Microsystems is a company actually. It has provided Java programming language to the market. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, like remote controllers and so on. This is the initial requirement to prepare a new programming language at Sun Microsystems in 1991. All of you observe carefully what is going to be happen. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare new programming language, to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. This is the initial route for the new programming language, that is Java programming language. Think of it. In 1991, which programming languages are very much famous in outside? If you observe there, C and C++ are very much famous. In 1991 only, Python programming language was just introduced. By that time, Sun Microsystem is not having any comparison with the Python programming language. Even they have not taken the Python programming language in the count to prepare this new programming language Java. They don't know about this Python simply. By the time they have only two programming languages, they're very much famous in outside. C, C++, and a little bit Pascal in outside. Understand it, Ken? So Sun Microsystem thought of it. Already C and C++ are available. So we have to prepare a new programming language that should be more than, that should be greater, that should be better than C and C++. They are having always comparison with what their C and C++. That even they didn't thought of it what their Python programming language. Why? Because Python was introduced in 1991 only. Understand my point here? That was a new programming language. Okay, fine. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. This is point number one. Observe carefully. For the above requirement, for the above requirement, Sun Microsystems, Sun Micro Systems gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team, 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton. For the above requirements, Sun Microsystems gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton, and Sun Microsystems Sun Microsystems has started a project named Green. With this 30 members team led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton, Sun Microsystems started a project named what there Green. So the Green project was started by Sun Microsystems to prepare this new programming language. To prepare this new programming language, how many members were selected there? Nearly 30 members were selected, led by James Gosling and Patrick Norton. So totally the groundwork they started to prepare this new programming language. Listen carefully. If you want to prepare any small project, first of all, we need to go for some analysis part. Am I right or not? First of all, we need to have some analysis part. Means that some paper plan is required or not. On paper, we have to write some plan. After that only, we are going to start implementation. Now, the same situation is available for Sun Microsystems in the year 1991. In the year 1991, Sun Microsystems had a plan over the paper. What they want to implement the new programming language. What they want to provide in their new programming language. I'll give a list of features, what they are thinking there. Good. Sun Microsystems had a plan to include the new features in the new programming language like what are the new features in the new programming language that Sun Microsystems wants to include in their new programming language there. What they want to see the qualities in their new programming language. First of all, they want to prepare a simple programming language. First of all, they want to prepare what there? A simple programming language. Second one is they want to prepare tight coded programming language. A simple programming language and a tight coded programming language. After this, that another third one is very, very important. That is what there we can understand architectural neutral programming language. Overall, Sun Microsystems wants to provide three features in their new programming language. First one is what their simple, tight coded and architectural neutral programming language. Now we have to understand what is the meaning of this simple programming language. What Sun Microsystem is thinking about the simple programming language. First of all, understand it clearly. In their point of view, what is the meaning of the simple programming language? Alright, sir. Now, Sun Microsystems has included three features in their simple programming language. What are the three features now? Less execution time. The first one is what there? Less execution time. Next one is less memory, less execution time, less memory. And the next one is what there? Less power consumption. Less power consumption. Don't think about it. Why? What is the relation between programming language and less power consumption? As it is that Sun Microsystems has given these reasons that I'm trying to explain to you. Later I will make the relation between power consumption and like what their programming language. Don't worry for it. I'll discuss about these points here, but mainly in their point of view, what is the meaning of this simple programming language? Majorly, they are thinking about it. What their three features? What are the three features there? First one is what there less execution time. Second one is what there less memory. Third one is what there less power consumption. So what is the meaning of this less execution time here? That we need to understand clearly. What exactly the meaning of like what there lesser execution time? I'll give some points here. Try to understand it clearly. For example, on fine day, I'm watching a cricket match. Sorry, a football match. For example, watching a football match. The match is going on between some Brazil and Argentina. For example, match is going on good. Nobody have any goal. Then last 5 minutes of match is going on there. For example, all of a sudden, my friend made a call to me. Then he asked to me what you are doing. I said to him, just I'm watching a football match. Then immediately he said to me, "Are fool? Why you are watching this football match? In a Star Sports One channel, there is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. Entire world is watching that match only. But why you are watching this football match?" But really, I don't know the cricket match is going on or not in Star Sports One. But my friend has given that information there. Then immediately he said to me the status of that cricket match. Pakistan were already batted, 321 runs already they got. Now Indians are batting, almost all 49 overs are completed, last over is remaining. In the last over, Indians have to get nearly 21 runs. At one side, crease, MS Dhoni is available, but still think of it, he is playing. At the other side in the crease, Ishant Sharma is a player. This is a situation. So everybody is hoping on MS Dhoni. Then you're a fool, you're not watching that cricket match. So then please change your channel, immediately watch that cricket match. As per my friend says, I've taken my remote controller and the remote controller I changed the channel. I'm trying to change the channel. I know that Star Sports 1, the channel is available in 72 number, channel number 72. At present ESPN is going on. It may be at a 32 or 35 channel. Now I've taken remote controller. There I typed 7 and 2. There I typed what there 7 and 2. Observe carefully. That I provided. The moment when I click 7 and 2 keys on my remote controller, immediately the channel was not changed. It has taken some time to change the channel. Taken some time here. After some minutes of time, it has changed. When it changed channel, if you observe the status of the cricket match, there man of the match presentation is going on. Match was over, completed. Man of the match presentation is going on. Where MS Dhoni is taking the man of the match. He completed the total required runs within 4 balls. He completed that match won by India with by 2 wickets or 3 wickets, whatever it may be. All right. I lost that cricket match. At least that last over I want to watch it, but I lost it. Now check it. Where is the problem? Watching football match is a problem with me. Or giving late intimation by my friend is a problem. Is it problem with my TV set? No. The problem with what there? A remote controller. The problem with what there? Remote controller. In my remote controller, I typed 702 number. On time, I clicked on this number. But to change the channel, it has taken a lot of time internally. What happened internally? In the remote controller, there is a software. Software in the sense, there is a program. When I click on 702 numbers there on this remote controller, internally one program has to be executed to change the channel. That program execution taken lot of time. The program execution is slow. The program execution has taken what there lot of time internally. So because of this lot of time, that channel changing has taken lot of time. Finally, I lost the cricket match. Think a minute about it. What happened here? Inside the remote controller, when program is executed slowly, when program execution time takes more, automatically performance of the end product is less or not. The performance of this remote controller will be reduced or not. Understand this equation. Throughout Java, we are going to use it. If the application execution time is less, more performance will come. If the application execution time is more, less performance will come. Always we have to understand this point here. Throughout Java, we can understand it. No, execution time is more, less performance. Execution time is less, more performance. There is a simple equation here we have to follow. Because of this reason, what Sun Microsystems thought of it, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a simple programming language. Part of the simple programming language, Sun Microsystems wants to take less execution time for its applications. Sun Microsystems wants to take less execution time for its applications. If it provides less execution time for its applications, automatically more performance here we are able to get. If it takes less execution time, automatically more performance here we are able to get. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So Sun Microsystems thought of it. They want to prepare a simple programming language. Part of this simple programming language, they thought of it. They want to provide less execution time, and if it is less execution time, automatically more performance to the end product. Am I right or not? More performance will come to the end product. This is exactly the meaning of like what there, lesser execution time. Guys, all of you are okay or not? All of you are understanding these points or not? Clear? All of you are getting clarity on it? Right, sir. Good. Now coming to the next one. What is this next one here? We are coming there now. What you are understanding about this next one here? Observe carefully. The next one would be like what there? Observe carefully. What is that next one here? We are understanding. Less memory. Less memory is the next one. Observe carefully. What is the requirement of this less memory? What is the need of it? What advantage we are able to get with this less memory? For example, now I'm taking Java classes. So it's a programming language basically. Programming language in the sense, definitely I have to write some programs, I have to execute programs. Am I right or not? More programming we are going to prepare. Inside my classes especially, every point, once if I start actual content of the Java, every point I'm trying to show through system only. Inside my systems, inside my classes, system work will be more programming I'm going to do. Okay, fine. Then for this particular requirement, I need a computer, maybe laptop. So this laptop is somewhat older laptop. I want to take a new laptop. That is my requirement. If I want to take a new laptop, then what we have to do there? First of all, directly I will go to the computer shop. In the computer shop, when I go there, immediately one representative will come to me. That representative might be asked to me, tell me sir what we require. Then I said to him, for the sake of this Java classes, I want to take one new laptop. Can you please give quotation for it? Immediately he has taken a quotation paper. In that quotation paper, he provided all the quotations like a memory card, like what their hard disk, then graphics card, like what their operating system, like everything. He has given some information there. Finally, he provided all the items quotations there. And finally, he has given information like what there, like 50,000 is the cost for this product. For this laptop, he said to me 50,000. Okay, then I checked it. What happened? What quotations he has given there? My main concern is what their processor. I required minimum i5 processor, Intel. Alright, sir. Of course, at present i7 and in some areas i9 is also available, the latest one. But a minimum i5 processor is required. i3 is also be working fine, no problem here. For Java application, even i3 also be running, no problem. At my home, I have only i3 processor. Now still I'm able to execute even microservices application. It's not the constant here. If you have i3 processor, happily we can run Java programs. No need to think much about it. But minimum, as a new laptop, I want to take no i5 processor here I want to take. Moreover, if you take i3 processor, Windows 10 only we can run over this i3. Windows 11 is not working. But in i5 onwards, Windows 11 is working. Windows 11 we can update. That problems are going on anyway. Okay, fine. i5 minimum I want to take it. Okay, I don't have any concern over this processor. Just leave it. But my main concern is on what their memory, main memory, RAM. How much he specified inside this my quotations? No, he specified only 8 GB RAM. He specified. Yeah, for the sake of your practice, 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. No need to have more than this. Just 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. No need to take much memory. About to practice your examples. 8 GB RAM is more than sufficient. Understand it clearly. But for the sake of my classes, 8 GB RAM is not sufficient for me. Why? Because I need somewhat speed in my computer. Say, for example, if you put any Oracle installation inside the class, immediately I want to complete it. I don't want to wait up to half an hour of time to complete this Oracle software installation. If memory is more, RAM memory is more, automatically installations are going to be fast. If RAM memory is less, installation may take a lot of time here. Not only that, at some situations, if I'm going to prepare any enterprise application, at one side I have to run my Eclipse IDE, at other side I have to run my Oracle database, at other side I have to run what there some other IDE or some other server, WebLogic server. It may take minimum 12 GB RAM or 13 GB RAM I required minimum there altogether. That's why I requested that representative, computer share representative, don't make it is 8 GB RAM, then try to make it is what there 16 GB RAM. I need 16 GB RAM. One more 8 GB RAM here we have to add. Okay, then immediately corrected it. In place of this 8 GB RAM, he provided what there 16 GB RAM here we provided. When he has given 16 GB RAM, immediately what he has done there, he changed the cost of the computer also. Previously he said to me 50,000. When he changed that memory, when he increased the memory from 8 GB to 16 GB RAM, he changed the cost of the computer. The cost of the computer is what there like 55,000 he has provided. Previously 50,000. Now it was what there 55,000. Understand it? What is the meaning of it now? When memory is increased, automatically cost of the computer is increased or not? When memory is increased, automatically cost of the computer is increased or not? Please recognize this, what I'm telling to you clearly. All right, memory components are costful. What's our memory components are what they're costful. Observe carefully what I'm telling to you. Memory components are what they're costful. Because of this reason only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a programming language that must be a simple programming language. Part of the simple, they want to take only less memory for their applications. If it is less memory, if the programming language is taking less memory for its applications, automatically lesser cost for the end product. Cost will be reduced for the end product. If unnecessary cost is available for the end products, if unnecessary cost is available for the end products, no customer will take that particular product. Reasonable cost is available, then only customers will take the product. Unnecessary cost is more, automatically no customer is interested about this particular product here clearly. Understand the point here what I'm telling you now. So because of that reason, less memory, in the sense less cost for the end product. So Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a simple programming language. It must take less memory for its application. If it is in less memory, less cost for the end product. There is an advantage here we are getting clearly. I said, all of you are getting it or not? Next one is what? After this, less power consumption. Less power consumption. What is the meaning of it clearly? Listen, all of you observe carefully. What is the point I'm telling to you? Everybody understand this now? Listen carefully. For example, yourself is the best example. Yourself is the best example. Every day, what are your activities actually? Every day you are having some work schedule, right? Not exactly that work schedule. Every day to day activities are available. When you wake up, immediately you may complete your formalities. After that, at the time of like 8 o'clock or 8:30, you may go for breakfast. After that, you may come for some classes or maybe some work. At 12:30 or 1 o'clock, you may go for like what lunch. Maybe up to 1 hour we may complete it. Then after that again we may go for work. Or if you are not having any work, you may go for practice. After this practice, then maybe if the 3 o'clock now, you may come to these classes. When the class is completed, you may go outside of this classroom. You may go to your home. Then again you may go for practice or maybe some other classes. Up to 8:30 or 9 o'clock, you may go for dinner. By 10 o'clock, you may go for bed. That's it. This is the total everyday routine work for you. Got it or not? Simple example. You are sitting inside the class. Listen, understand, observe my example, what I'm telling you, you are sitting inside my class. Maybe 3 to 4:30 I need to take the class. By 4:30 I'm going to stop your class. By 4:30 I'm stopping your class. For example, now the time is 4:30. I finish my class. I said to you, it's okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow, let's say 1 minute, let me conclude it. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen now. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen, guys. Please, everybody respond to me in the questions box. Am I audible? Please respond to me. Everybody, please respond to me. Guys, please respond to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. All right, sir. Now let's move to the punch here. Understand it, no? You are sitting inside my class by 4:30. I'm going to finish my class. At 4:30 exactly, when I said to you, okay, today class is over. We'll meet on tomorrow. Like this, I'll give some information. Immediately, what you are taking, what you are doing. Even after giving that statement, you want to sit inside the class. Now, definitely, you have to take moment. You have to go outside of the class or not. Understand it. Now, your position is what? Sitting position. When I complete my class, automatically, what we are doing, you're walking in outside of the class. Understand my point? Means that you may get some movement on your heads and hands. You may get movement on your legs and hands, and you may go outside of the class. You may complete it. How you are sensible about this particular point? How we got that sense in our mind? How we got that moment in our mind? Who has given that information to you? Of course, I have given information to you. Class is over. Because of that, first of all, your mind has to take that statement. Your brain has to read that information. Immediately, your brain sensing for it. Okay, class is over. Immediately, your brain will give some instruction to your legs and hands. What's that information there? Class is over. Shall go outside. Immediately, you had movement on your legs and hands or not? Now we are walking. Please remember this. Your mind is a software. Your legs, your hands, all of your peripherals in the sense hands and legs, all these are hardware components. Simple speaking, your mind is what? Their software. Then all of your body parts are what? Their hardware components. That entire direction is coming from your mind only. At morning 8 o'clock, you want to take breakfast, but don't think about it without having your brain information, brain instructions. Your hands are not having any movement. Anonymously, you will not go to kitchen room. You will not take that food. You will not take that food to your mouth. No, your brain, time to time, your brain is giving information to you. Okay, now angriness is coming. Then we have to take the pot. Immediately, brain is giving information to your legs. Shall walk to what? Kitchen room. Then we can go there. Then your brain is giving information. Somewhere else food item is available, giving movement to your hands. Now take that food and keep that food to your mouth. Then where automatically again instruction will be given to your mouth. We have to press it. Then we have to take it inside. Time to time, your brain is giving instructions to your peripherals. Then only your peripherals are having movement. Then only that peripherals are doing some physical work. Your brain is not doing physical work, but your hands and legs and everything, they are doing what? Their physical work. Understand it clearly. Similarly, in every product, it may be electrical or it may be electronic, whatever it may be. In every product where two parts are available, one is a software, another one is what? Their hardware. Understand my point here? One is software, another one is what? Their hardware. For example, in every remote, red color button is available. If I click on this red color button, physical activity is performed or not? What is that physical activity? Switch off the TV, switch off the projector. If I click on this red color button, automatically the projector will be switched off or not? That switch off is a physical action. But who is performing that physical action actually? Who is giving the directions actually? If we come for this point, understand the point here clearly now. When user, myself is user, when I click on this red color button on the remote controller, internally software program will listen your requirement. When you click on red color button, software will listen your requirement. What is that listening now? Yes, user wants to switch off the TV. That's why you clicked on red color button. Immediately software program will take that action from the user. Then software will give a direction to the hardware component. Please switch off the TV now. Immediately hardware component will switch off the TV. Internally, who is listening our activity? Software. Software will give direction to whom? Hardware component. Hardware component will perform the physical activity. For example, my projector is in switched off mode. I want to on it. I may click on green color button. When I click on green color button, immediately internally software program will listen our requirement about to start projector. It will give a direction. It will give an instruction to the hardware component, switch on the projector. Then immediately hardware component will switch on the projector. Yes, sir, got or not? So whatever it may be, internally software and hardware both must have some interaction or not? Both must have some interaction or not? I'll have understand my point clearly now. All right. When a software is giving an interaction to my hardware, when a software is giving an interaction with the hardware, automatically hardware is performing some activity or not? Now tell me, to perform this activity, internally energy consumption is going on or not? Internally energy is required or not? Come on guys, internally what is required? Energy is required or not? Energy, in other form we can say it is a power is required or not? Come on here, how this energy or power we are providing to the remote controller? That energy or power we are going to provide to this remote controller in the form of some batteries or not? Everybody understand my point here? In the form of some what there? Batteries here now. Okay, fine. Listen. So finally, inside the remote controller, some energy source is required. That energy source is what there? Battery. Got my point or not? Okay. Listen carefully. If our software is having more interaction with the hardware components, if the software is having more interaction with the hardware components, automatically energy consumption will be more. When energy consumption is more, automatically the lifetime of the battery will be reduced or not? Lifetime of the battery will be reduced or not? Answer my point here. For example, if the software is having less interaction with the hardware components, energy consumption will be less. When it is less energy consumption, lifetime of the battery will be more or not? Lifetime of the battery will be more or not? Now tell me, in general, we used to change the batteries for the remote controller for every 6 months of time. Means that maintenance cost of this particular remote controller is for every 6 months of time 100 rupees, for example. 100 rupees is a investment. That means what I am telling you, maintenance cost for my product for every 6 months of time. If the energy consumption is more, if the software is having more interaction with the hardware components, if energy consumption is more, automatically battery lifetime will be reduced or not? When battery lifetime is reduced, automatically maintenance cost of this end product will be increased or not? Previously, for every 6 months of time, we used to change the battery, but because of more energy consumption, at present, for every 3 months of time, we are changing the battery. Previously, for every 6 months of time, 100 rupees no, but because of this more energy consumption, for every 3 months of time, we are putting what there? 100 rupees here. So maintenance cost is increased or not? Observe carefully. So because of this reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a programming language. It must have less power consumption. When it is in less power consumption, automatically lesser maintenance cost, lesser maintenance cost to the end product, lesser maintenance cost to the end product. That's the point here I'm telling you clearly. Because of this reason only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a simple programming language. It must have less power consumption. If it is in less power consumption, automatically lesser maintenance cost to the end product. This is and advantage here we are able to get clearly with what there a simple programming language. Right, sir. All of you observe carefully. What I am discussing at present now, listen carefully. Java history we started. In Java history, what we are discussing actually, what is the requirement to prepare this new programming language, that is Java. There, what is the initial requirement of the Sun Microsystems? Now tell me, in 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV, switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. For the above requirement, Sun Microsystems gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan, and Sun Microsystems has started a project named Green. Sun Microsystems had a plan to include the new features in new programming language like a simple programming language, tight-coded programming language, architectural neutral programming language. What is the meaning of this simple programming language? No, less execution time. It yields what? It provides what there? More performance to the end product. Less memory. Less memory in the sense what there? Less cost for the end product. Less power consumption. So less maintenance cost to the end product. So because of these reasons only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a simple programming language. Right, so that's simple here we completed. Next one is what there? Tight coded programming language. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? All of you observe carefully. Simple, very simple. Try to understand it now. I think you are all aware about stack operations in data structures. Stack. Are you aware about it? Stack? No. Stack is not any other one. Just it is a carry bag. Stack is what there? Carry bag. Inside the carry bag, how we are going to provide items? No. Item 1. Over the top of item 1, item 2. Over the top of item 2, item 3. Over the top of item 3, item 4. Carry bag is full. Which element is the topmost element? No. Item 4. Which one is the bottommost element? No. Item 1. If you want to remove, if you want to get all the items, no, first we have to remove which item here? Item 4. Next one is what? Item 3. Next one is what? Item 2. Next one is what? Item 1. Get my point or not? First in, last out or not? The first in is last out or not? Or maybe last in, first out or not? Last in, first out. Am I right or not? So this is nothing but stack, not more than that. This is nothing but stack. Okay. The stack is one of the data structures I'm telling to you. In a C and C++, simple example I'm telling there. Better to take only C programming language. In a C programming language, if you want to perform stack operations, in stack operations mainly 3 operations. We are keeping an element inside the carry bag or not? Push operation. I'm going to read that item from the carry bag or not? Pop operation. Then one more thing is available, that is what their peak operation. First of all, understand it. No, it will be like what their push operation. To perform this push operation, how many instructions here we are going to take on an average? No, 20 lines of code, for example. Push in the sense insert. In the case of C programming language, I'm telling to you. If it is a pop operation is nothing but what? Read and remove. Read and remove from the stack. That is a pop operation. Even for this pop operation also, how many instructions are going to be consumed here? No, 20 lines of code here we are consuming. Next one is peak operation. Another one, peak operation. Peak operation is what there? Just to read what is the top of the element. Read operation. Reading the top of the element. That's it, not more than that. Here again, here what we are getting there? 20 lines of code here we are getting. Is it? All of you are getting clarity in these points now? What points here we are providing there? First one is like what there? Push operation. Next one is what there? Pop operation. And next one is what there? Peak operation. Now tell me, all together, total, how many number of instructions here we are going to use to perform these stack operations here? Nearly 60 lines of code here we are going to use or not? Nearly 60 lines of code here we are going to consume to perform stack operations. Please remember this point here. In which programming language? No? In C programming language. As an example, I'm telling to you in Java, for example. Example, of course, by the time Java was not available, to define the tight coded or loose coded programming language, I'm taking the Java programming language in the count. Java is a programming language here. If you take note, in Java, observe carefully, stack S is equal to new stack. Stack is a predefined class. Stack is what there? Predefined class. S dot push off. Yeah. Finish. My push operation is completed in Java. S dot pop. Finish. My pop operation is complete in Java. S dot peak. Finish. My peak operation is complete in Java. Totally, in the case of Java, how many number of finish sections are provided there inside this Java? 4 lines of code. In a C programming language, how many lines of code here? 6 lines of code. But in the case of Java, how many lines of code? No, 4 lines of code. In which programming language less number of finish sections are available? In Java programming language. In which programming language more number of finish sections are available? C programming language. Observe carefully. If any programming language if any programming language takes more number of instructions to prepare or to perform a particular task, to perform a particular task, then that programming language is a loose coded programming language. What is this actually? If any programming language takes more instructions to perform a particular task, then that programming language is what? Loose coded programming language. Example for loose coded programming language is what there? C programming language. There we can identify nearly 60 lines of code. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Next one. What we can understand, next one is what there? Tight coded programming language. If any programming language takes less number of instructions to perform a particular task, then that programming language is a tight coded programming language. That programming language is what there? Tight coded programming language. Example for this tight coded programming language is what there? Java. Java is what there? Tight coded programming language. Loose coded programming language is what there? C programming language. There are 60 lines of code here we have taken, but here we have taken what there? 4 lines of code here. All of you are following or not? Now tell me which one is better? Is it tight coded programming languages or loose coded programming languages? Definitely tight coded programming languages are better, advantage one for us in our applications here. Got it or not? So because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must be what their tight coded programming language. What is the meaning of it internally? If more predefined libraries available, less code will come, less code will be written by the developer. If less predefined libraries available, more code developers have to write. In C programming language, predefined library is very less. So developer have to write more and more programming code. But in the case of Java, more predefined library is available. When more predefined library is available, developers have to write less number of finish sections only. Developers work will be reduced. Got my point or not? So nowadays, we are looking for the programming languages which are tight coded programming languages. They have to take less number of finish sections to implement a particular requirement. So because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must be a tight coded programming language. Its applications must take less number of finish sections when compared with other programming languages. This is the reason why we have to think about it. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a tight coded programming language. Straightforward example, when compared with the C and C++, Java is what there? A tight coded programming language. In the case of Java, only 4 lines of code, but in the case of C and C++, The same stack operations are implemented with 60 lines of code here. So all of you get my point or not? Alright, sir. Now simple in the sense, what exactly the factors are available for the simple programming language? Less execution time, less memory, less power consumption. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language? No, if any programming language takes less instructions to perform a particular task, then that programming language is what? Tight coded programming language. The programming language is what there? Tight coded programming language. Right, sir. Now, observe carefully. Because of this reason only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare what their tight-coded programming language. Okay, leave this one. Now tell me guys, once again I'm asking there, what Sun Microsystems wants to see new features on their new programming language? Three features. What are the three features? No, simple programming language, tight-coded programming language, architectural neutral programming language. Right, so now let's move on to the third one here. Architectural neutral programming language. What is this? What is the meaning of this architectural neutral programming language? Simple example, I'm asking you, try to answer for it. Maybe this is one of the question I used to get frequently in every demo class from the students. Whatever the question I'm going to ask now. But I'll give some clarity, try to understand it. Tell me guys, all of you now tell me, how many of you are coming from computer science background? Please raise your hands. In BTech and MCA, BTech in computer science, MCA, from those who are coming from MCA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 members max, 5, 6. Right. Think of it, assume it. 30 members are sitting inside the class. Out of these 30 members, how many members are coming from computer science? For example, maybe 6 or 7 members are coming from computer science. By this, you are getting some conclusion, one conclusion. Software industry is an open platform for everybody. It is not like only for computer science students, not like that. Software industry is open platform for every graduate. Now at present I am talking about graduate, but in the future you may think about it. Intermediate students are also eligible for software industry. Maybe 10th class students, they're also eligible for software industry. Who knows about it? I think you are not expected this one. If we go to the CBSE syllabus in a 10th class, there is a subject Java. Java with data structures. They used to implement some algorithms. Searching and sorting algorithms they are implementing. I think so maybe 4 to 5 years back, one 10th class student attended my Java classes. In his school, he attended for one exam on the Java programming language. Unfortunately, they have given some questions in that paper there. He brought that paper to me. He shown that paper to me. Sir, I had some doubts on this paper. Now, can you please explain these doubts there? He asked it to me. Literally, I'm telling there, by seeing that paper there, I understood that clearly. Half of the paper only I can answer immediately. Remaining half of the questions, even I didn't avoid about it. I have to check the content, what I had there. I have to check the content to answer for the remaining half of the questions. Totally, completely there in algorithmic way. In a CBSE syllabus, 10th class. Understand it? No, not even that. I was shocked. Almost 7 to 8 years back, 9th class student attended my Struts class. Struts is one of the framework by the time, very much famous framework. The Struts class, he attended there, 9th class student. He said to me, on my 6th class itself, I completed C programming language. When he was in 9th standard, he attended my Struts class, frameworks class. Before this 9th class, he might be completed all the Java, core Java and all. Yeah, then if it is a situation, we can expect it. Maybe campus recruitments are going in 10th class, maybe in Basham Public School or Chaitanya Junior College or Narayana Junior College. Maybe we may expect this. Previously, you didn't thought of it. Degree students are eligible for software industry. But at present, what is going on? More number of BSc students are joining with the companies there. Yeah, this is one thing. And another thing, what I aware about it, some companies are started their own academics. Some companies say, for best example, HCL is already started this process. Right from 7th class or 8th class or 10th class, they recruit the students, recruiting in the sense they have taken the students and they are providing accommodation for their academics. In their academics, how they are providing, they prepared their own syllabus for them. They are giving training on their own syllabus only. They thought of it that basic knowledge in 10th class is not required. Basic awareness is sufficient. Then directly, right from intermediate onwards, they are providing their own assignment, they are providing their own programming skills. In the track, in that way, they are preparing their students. Right from 10th class, they have taken the students. They are keeping their own academics for the students. The moment when they are completing intermediate, they will be get ready to work with what their projects. Understand it? Like this, that companies are taking the people. Okay, order it maybe. But here, my point is what? What is my point here? I'm telling there. In this class itself, we understood that computer science related students are only 5 to 6 members. All remaining members are not computer science students. It's very clear that. Now, still demo class are going in my classes there, but observe carefully. In these demo classes, for example, first day you are coming to the class. In the first day itself, if I keep a board in outside, only computer science related students are eligible to attend my class. If I keep this board in outside, now tell me how many students will come to my class now? More or less? Less members or more members? Only computer science students are eligible to attend my classes. If I give this one, how many members can attend there? Less members or more members? Definitely less members. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. If I keep a board in outside, any graduate can attend my class. Any graduate can attend my class. If I give this board there and outside, how many members can attend there? More members or less members? Definitely more members. Understand the equation outside. If my services are required to the less members, demand for my classes will be very less. If less members are required my classes, demand for my classes will be very less. If more members required my classes, demand for my classes will be more. If the number of customers are less demand. If the number of customers are more demand. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Observe carefully. So what is the meaning of it now? If my services are required by more members, more demand will come. If my services are required by less members, less demand will come. Got it or not? All right. By having this kind of thinking, Sun Microsystems has provided their new product. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must not be bounded with any particular operating system or with any particular hardware system. That new programming language must be available to every hardware system and every operating system. In that way, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Say for example, if the new programming language is working on only Windows operating system, not in any other operating system, for example, what will happen there? Only Windows users can use Java. Only Windows users can use the Java programming language. Automatically, the demand will be reduced or demand will be increased. Demand will be reduced. Got my point or not? But if my programming language is able to run its applications in all the operating systems, in all the hardware systems, if it is a case now, automatically more demand will come for my product or not. Understand my point clearly? So because of that reason, what Sun Microsystems has done there, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must be available to every hardware system and every operating system. It must be available to every hardware system and every operating system. Then only that programming language will have very good demand in outside. By having this analysis, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must be an architectural neutral. It means that it will be neutral to the every hardware system. It will be neutral to the every operating system. Because of this reason only we can conclude that Java is a platform independent programming language. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Java is what there? A platform independent programming language. Because of this particular reason only. Now the point is what there? If any programming language, if any programming language allows its applications to perform compilation is on one hardware architecture and the execution is on the another hardware architecture. Observe carefully, guys, what I am telling to you. If any programming language allows its applications to perform compilations on one hardware architecture and execution is on another hardware architecture, then that programming language is called an architectural neutral programming language. An architectural neutral programming language. Now tell me, if any programming language is an hardware architecture, that means if any programming language is an architectural neutral programming language, automatically that programming language will get more demand or not. If it is working its applications on, if it is running its applications on all the hardware systems and all the operating systems, automatically its demand will be more or not. Automatically it's required for every requirement or not. Because of that reason only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That new programming language must be what there? An architectural neutral programming language. The new programming language is what there? An architectural neutral programming language. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? Right, sir. Now tell me, what features Sun Microsystems wants to see on their new programming language? Three features. What are the three features? Now tell me. First one is what there? Simple programming language. Second one is what there? Tight coded. Third one is what there? Architectural neutral. Can you tell me what is the meaning of simple programming language? Less execution time, less memory, less power consumption. What is the meaning of tight coded programming language? Less number of finished sections, more performance. Got my point or not? Less number of finished sections, more performance. That means less number of finished sections when compared with what there? More number of finished sections. What is the meaning of architectural neutral programming language? Able to run our application under all the hardware systems. Able to run our application under all the operating systems. Then the programming language is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Guys, observe carefully. Still they are in paper plan only. They did not started their work. Still we are at 1991 only. Still we are at what there? 1991. Observe carefully. In 1991, Sun Microsystems started to prepare new programming language and completed at the end of 1992. And completed at the end of what there? 1992. Observe carefully. Almost all 2 years of time they have taken time to prepare this new programming language. Completed at the end of 1992 itself. They completed that new programming language. Okay, when they completed that new programming language, finally they want to provide a name to this new programming language. They completed the preparing new programming language. Now they want to give a name to this new programming language. How that names are coming, how names are provided to this new programming language. Observe carefully. To provide name to the new programming language, James Gosling has given a suggestion like to provide name to the new programming language, James Gosling. You know already who is this person actually? Who is this person actually? Father of Java. Is a creator for Java programming language. James Gosling has given a suggestion like what there? Suggestion like work as the name to the new programming language. James Gosling has suggestion like work as a name to the new programming language, but Sun Microsystems did not accept the name work. Sun Microsystems did not accept the name Vogue. Why? Because Sun Microsystems found that the name Vogue, the name Vogue was already an existed programming language name. Understand my point here? Sun Microsystems did not accept the name Vogue because Sun Microsystems found that the name Vogue was already named to the existing programming language, was already a name to an existing programming language. So because of that reason, they don't like to give the same name to the new programming language. For example, if we give the same work as a name to the new programming language, everybody will think about it that new programming language is an extension of the old programming language. Unnecessarily, we are going to lose the identity for our new programming language. That's why they did not accept that name. Understand it clear? Good. Next one is what there. While preparing new programming language, all Sun engineers are used to take a brand labeled coffee, a brand labeled coffee, a brand labeled coffee named Java. Okay, while preparing new programming language, all Sun engineers are used to take a brand labeled coffee named what there? Java. By having Java thinking, almost all these Sun engineers have given, have suggested, have suggested the name Java to the new programming language. Right, sir? While preparing a new programming language, all Sun engineers are used to take a brand labeled coffee named Java at the Sun Microsystems cafeteria. Sun Microsystems cafeteria. By having Java thinking, almost all the Sun engineers have suggested the name Java to the new programming language. Immediately, Sun Microsystems accepted the name Java to the new programming language. Right, sir. Finally, what happened there? Name was provided to the new programming language. Its name is what there? Java. But strictly speaking, what is this Java actually? If you observe this, it's a coffee powder name. That's Sun Microsystems cafeteria. If you want to talk more about this one, Java is one of the place name in Indonesia. Java is one of the place name in what? Indonesia. That place is famous for what? Their coffee trees, coffee agriculture. So people have introduced the coffee powder with the land name like what? Their Java coffee powder. Unfortunately, Sun Microsystems has used the same Java coffee powder to prepare this coffee. Unfortunately, all Sun engineers or green project people have taken the same copy. They thought of it, they want to give this name to the new programming language. And finally, Sun Microsystems has accepted the name for this new programming language is what there? Java only. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? All right. Understand this. Because of this reason only, we can understand this point here. In outside, wherever we have seen that Java is a name, there automatically we can see one symbol. What is that symbol there? We can identify. Simple, sir. Then, of course, just I'm going to give this diagram here. In outside might be everywhere we can identify the related symbol. Something else like we are able to see, but in a different forms that symbol is going to be available. This is one of the form, but we may identify different forms in outside. Right, so like this. Now this type of symbols here they're able to see. This is a symbolic notation for what there? Java. This is a symbol for what there? Java. Good. Finally, what happened here? What you are getting there, what we understood there. Finally, they are given name for this new programming language is what there? Java programming language. That's okay, fine. And which year the Java name was given there? At the end of the 1992. We are at which year here actually? We are at which year there? At the end of the 1992. Got it or not? To provide name to the new program, James goes in, it's okay, fine. Then after that, what next one here? After providing name to the programming language, in a 1992 December, Sun Microsystems has provided, has created the very first project, the very first product in the form of star 7. After providing name to the programming language in 1992 December, Sun Microsystems has created the very first product in the form of star 7. First product on the base of Java. First product created, very first product on the base of the Java, on the basis of the Java programming language. That is star 7. What is this star 7 actually? It is a remote controller. The star 7 is what there? It is a remote controller. Unfortunately, it was a failure product. That's it. It was what there? A failure product. No customer is identified up to mid of 1994. From 1993, from the end of 1992. From the end of 1992, even they did not identify a single customer to find or to take this particular star 7. It was a failure product. It was a failure product. No customer is identified up to mid of 1994 from the end of 1992. Almost a 1.5 year of time. They waited to find a customer for it. It was a failure product. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Alright, sir. Now, almost all the time is 4:30. So just I want to stop this total process here, but still the Java history is not completed. 15 to 20 minutes of time I require to complete this part here, but anyway I have some other class also immediately, right? And tomorrow I will continue this total part here, whatever the concepts here we are discussing there. Tomorrow I will finish it, and tomorrow I will start the next topic also. What is that next topic here? No, differences between Java and others. The topic also I will start on tomorrow. Okay, without failure try to attend the class on tomorrow. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot. Fine, we'll meet on tomorrow.